Hey everyone, Deathmark here. I did give this game a little bit more love. So I looked up, it looks like it was made from a small group of developers or a small team. The sound design they just didn't get to because it was obviously an area they were unfamiliar with, stuff like that. But I put in roughly an hour more, went and did some quests, got some of these daily quests and did some of the global rewards, so it helped advance some levels, get training room access as you can see. And then if you're a different member, like premium, stuff like that, there's different exclusive items, different exclusive rewards. So, um, just wanted to leave some feedback. I definitely think sound design is something that should be fairly early or before you release a demo and stuff like that because it just makes it so much more polished. I'm proud of you guys for releasing something because that's definitely one of the hardest steps, but it just would make it a little bit more engaging. I did play some of my music in the background, stuff like that, so it's not a big deal, but typically when I do that, it takes me out of the game. I'm grinding, I'm doing different things like that. I've got something going on in the background. I'm not really focused on the game. So if you really want to bring someone into the game, focus a little more, take a little time, even if it's just something small or some small sound effects like with the stepping around, stuff like that. Just small things. Settings, obviously, more settings when you've got more sound to give you more options, stuff like that. Um, these quest icons, so these people that you talk to, even if you've got the quest done or completed, it still shows the exclamation mark. If you can get rid of that until they have a new quest or a new option. Also, talking to them when you have the right items, you talk to them and that finishes the quest, which is good. Um, I felt like I spent a lot of my time definitely being overloaded with the inventory, so I had to go and sell different things, stuff like that. Also, some of these barriers, like this bush, it looks like you might be able to walk through it, but it is a permanent barrier. Um, I ran into some chests that I looked like I should be able to interact with, but I couldn't figure out a way to interact with it. I just got the look option and stuff like that, which was a little bit frustrating because I wanted to be able to um, I was hoping that I could interact with the treasure chest. Even if I needed a key, it would say locked or something. So that way I kind of got a heads up on, yes, you normally can interact, but right now you can't. Stuff like that. Just small things. Um, yeah, it's overall it was fun. Like I said, I put another hour in. It has some good components. Having this um, auto engaging when you're doing cutting down trees or fishing and stuff like that is good when you plan on doing it for a long period of time. Sometimes I like a little more interaction, so maybe disabling or enabling some events so that way you can do stuff more interactively instead of just sitting there and letting it kind of cycle through and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I mean, some of these runes and stuff were kind of cool. I was able to create my own blank runes and then poison or fire runes and then use them on different enemies. Combat, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy on that, which was kind of nice to just follows your typical play style of MMO, similar to RuneScape or some of the other stuff you might be used to. Um, yeah, I think just because this, I'm not sure. Like I said, the last response I saw was from 2 years ago on this, so I'm not sure if it's still actively in development or where they're at. I might come back to this gameplay a little bit more, but I think I experienced a good amount. I did some of the orc questing, some of the fighting. I think I'm level 12. Um, so I didn't go through all the different combats, but I did a little bit with like magic and stuff like that. Got some crafting skills up. So this is a good menu to have. Some of the different items, the scroll wheel I think was broken because I had more items to sell than was actually able to fit on the screen. So I sold off items and then I came back to the shop and sold more items. So that was kind of how I got that, which I was expecting a scroll bar to go through just so I could get to all the items that were available to sell at that current dealer. Um, yeah, it's a good little game. Definitely a good small project or like a good start to a game. If you guys are add new features, stuff like that, I'd be interested to try it out. Otherwise, if there's other projects you guys are working on, I think it would definitely be fun to collaborate a little bit. I can show people what you're working on and the progress you've made. The art style is fun. I like the pixel art here with the different characters. The animations I feel like are well done as well. You can see that they're moving around and I mean, it's not jank or weird. Also, the green highlights or the highlights on items to display that you're interacting with it is nice. Um, yeah, I wanted to show a little more love and not come off quite as harsh and just kind of give a little review of what I enjoyed about it. Maybe some key points and key concerns. I know that one of the feedback or one of the items they talked about specifically was that sound design, and I think it's a pretty key part to any game to really immerse yourself in or really kind of um, 5 wooden boards. I think I had that at one point. So I just think it's a key component of it, and um, to really immerse yourself in the game, like that sound design and different items like that. Like even here, like I'm whacking on a tree. Just let me hear it, like whack or thud or something. Like just that little engagement to really bring you into it. It's not it's just it's even the basic things just really kind of set it apart. um so I just wooden sticks, lumberjacking, small wooden sticks. So but yeah, it's overall it wasn't bad. Like I did still enjoy the game. I do want to say that I don't want to come off and say that I like it wasn't fun or anything else. It was. It just it needs a little more polishing. I think have you have a good start. I think you definitely could do more with this, or even if you take what you learned from this with your different items and apply it to something new. I think there's definitely a lot of ways you could go with this. But yeah, I mean, like you said, reach out, or if someone else wants to see some more Definya gameplay, I'll come back and I'll play some more as well, just kind of showing the different quests and different items that are available as well. So that way you can see more, maybe play for yourself. I mean, it's a fun, cozy little game. You can tell this was a project that someone really enjoyed and loved, and having put some good solid time into. It's just it needs a little bit more love, a little bit more help, I think, and then it'll really get to moving forward to the next step. It'll make more progress. I think the sound design and some of that other stuff was just some of the big items that probably caused people to shy away a little bit. I think that it definitely I think in time it definitely could escape. Okay, so that's a friend or foe we can attack. Okay. Okay, so I talked to her. 5 wind boards. Give bow. Yeah, and I think I already did this quest because now you can see I have 2 bows and I have even more arrows. So if you actually click and do, like, click on item and do equip, or it'll pull up and show this. So I'm not sure how else to get the equipment menu to pop up. Oh, it's right here. But I got some iron armor from some of the quests. There's some bananas, stuff like that, some bags. There's different things that are available to you, like the fishing quest. It just, to me, it felt a lot more. I think there was more items. I fought some rats in a sewer, fought some spiders. It felt like I was getting maybe to the point where I was getting outside of the tutorial area. I went to fight some bandit areas, but there I felt a little more under leveled, so it got to be a little bit harder. Spent most of my time just dodging and healing, using my greater heal to try and stay topped up while I dodged through different people. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's a good game. I think there's some potential here if they're continuing to working on it, stuff like that. I'd be definitely interested to show more updates. But as of right now, I think about got a little over an hour in. I think that's a good chunk to say that I really tried it out and tested it. I didn't stream or record all of it just because without audio in the background, it just felt a little difficult to just kind of push it out there. But I wanted to at least leave a review to say what I did, like what maybe they could work on, stuff like that. But thank you all for watching, and catch you in the next one.